All right, let's get into it. Today, we're talking about a phone that's got everyone buzzing for 2026, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This thing isn't just another yearly upgrade. It's shaping up to be a whole new definition of what Pro even means for a smartphone. So, what does make a phone Pro these days? It's a question we ask every single year, right? Well, for 2026, it looks like Apple's answer isn't about 100 tiny little tweaks. No, they're going for a few huge, meaningful upgrades that could totally change the way you use your phone. Okay, so to really get a grip on this phone, we're going to look at it through four key areas, four pillars, if you will, that define its pro status. We've got the camera, performance, and the display, that record-breaking battery, and then, of course, the final verdict. Let's dive in. All right, first up, the camera. And believe me, Apple has totally rethought this thing from the ground up, starting with one massive change that a lot of people have been waiting for. Get this, for the first time ever, every single camera on the back is a 48 megapixel sensor, the main, the ultra-wide, and the telephoto. This is a huge deal. Why? Because it means you get incredible, consistent detail and quality no matter which lens you're shooting with. But the real star of the show here? It's gotta be the new periscope telephoto lens. It's got this super clever design that basically folds light inside the phone, allowing for a genuine 8x optical quality zoom. I mean, think about that. For sports, wildlife, or even just getting amazing portrait shots from far away, this is an absolute game changer. No more grainy digital zoom. Okay, but a killer camera system is nothing without some serious muscle behind it, and a gorgeous screen to see your shots on. And that brings us right to our second pillar, performance and display. So under the hood, we're looking at the brand new A19 Pro chip. It's built on a crazy advanced 3nm process. But what that really means for you is just raw speed. And they've paired it with a whopping 12 gigs of RAM and a new vapor chamber cooling system. So yeah, you can throw literally anything at this phone, hardcore gaming, editing huge video files, and it's just not going to slow down. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The early reviews are already backing this up. It's not just about numbers on a spec sheet. People are saying the performance is buttery smooth, and it just doesn't get hot and slow down, even when you push it. That's huge. Now, all that power is driving a display that is just, wow. We're talking 3,000 nits of peak brightness. To put that in perspective, that is blindingly bright. It's a massive leap forward, easily one of the brightest screens you'll find on any phone, period. And it's not just about the brightness. They've also added a new anti-reflective coating. So what does that actually mean? It means you can finally use your phone in direct sunlight without it turning into a useless mirror. We've all been there, right? This completely solves that problem. All right, let's move on to the third pillar. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. We're talking about the battery. This is the one feature that could single-handedly make this phone a must-buy for so many people. And yeah, the experts are all saying the same thing. The number one highlight is the record-breaking battery life. So how'd they do it? Well, they actually redesigned the inside of the phone to cram in a bigger battery. It does make the phone a tiny bit thicker, but spoiler alert, it is definitely worth it. And this chart really shows you what we're talking about. Look at that jump. We're talking 4 times more hours of video streaming compared to the 15 Pro Max, which was already a battery champ. That's not just an improvement, that is a massive, massive leap. So what does that mean for you on a daily basis? For heavy users, you're looking at over 10 hours of screen on time. 10 hours! Battery anxiety? Yeah, that's pretty much a thing of the past. For a lot of us, this is easily a 2-day phone. Okay, so we've got a killer camera, insane performance, and a battery that just will not quit. That brings us to our last pillar, the big question, the verdict. Is this the right phone for you? Let's break down the pros and the cons. Let's be real. The pros are huge. That best-in-class battery, the amazing zoom camera, that super bright screen, it's a beast. But there are trade-offs, right? It is a little thicker and heavier because of that massive battery. And no surprise, it's got a pretty hefty price tag, starting at around $1,200. So who is this phone actually for? Look, it's not for everybody. But if you're a serious photographer who's going to use that zoom, or if you're a power user who absolutely cannot run out of battery, or if you just want the biggest, brightest screen for watching movies, well then yeah, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is pretty much a no-brainer. It's the top dog for 2026. And that kind of leaves us with one last big question that everyone's starting to ask. If this is what a Pro phone is now, with an incredible camera system and a battery that lasts for days, what on earth could Apple possibly be planning for that rumored Ultra model? I mean, where do you even go from here? Definitely something to think about.